Hi, I'm Steve Nathans Kelly, editor of Streaming Media Producer. Yesterday, I had the chance to speak with Carlos Lorando and William Saburin O'Reilly, two documentary filmmakers who are working on an amazing project called New Orleans Voices of Congo Square, an electrifying stage show described as a vibrant and brilliant production of New Orleans' magical music, colorful dance, and mysterious chants. Dating back to the pre-Civil War era, Congo Square was a place in New Orleans where enslaved and free people of color congregated on Sundays to dance, sing, make rhythm and music, and preserve and meld cultural and religious traditions that reach back to Africa and Haiti, traditions that were widely suppressed elsewhere in the slaveholding South. Congo Square represents a singular triumph of resistance and cultural survival, and is the wellspring of New Orleans' vibrant and colorful Black carnival traditions. Voices of Congo Square is a show that's been running for several years and was scheduled to go on world tour earlier this year, before COVID-19 made that impossible. But the show goes on, and on December 11th and 12th, Carlos and William will be working with the show's creator, Chief Shaka Zulu, the cast, and their own production crew to deliver Voices of Congo Square to the world as a live stream. And one sign of the times challenge William and Carlos will face is that they're on different continents. Unable to travel because of pandemic restrictions, Carlos will be tech directing and streaming the show from Barcelona, while William is directing the on-site crew in New Orleans. In the interview, I learned more about the show, the live stream, and how they'll make it all work. Have both of you worked on the Voices of Congo Square show before?
Yes. Carlos was here. Carlos was here with us working and always looking for different opportunities to do work, documentary, starting, we are interested in so many things and we have common roots, both being from Latin America. I'm from Cuba, Carlos is from Argentina. We have a lot of things in common. And, but New Orleans is such a hotbed for culture and interesting things. And, Carlos, it was his first time here in New Orleans.
Yes, it's great. For me, it's the new world and great world.
Yeah, it's fascinating. And for me, it was as a host, it was so fascinating to be, also, a director of the project, but also a friend, and also grow as a filmmaker and have somebody really fresh into the project with fresh eyes, editor. And then all of a sudden, the chief, Shaka Zulu, called me, and he told me that he had this thing going on, and he was going to, they were going to perform it in the theater. One of the biggest theaters downtown New Orleans, this tiny, beautiful place. I was like, really, man? That's great. So excited for him, I had worked with Chief maybe in 2013 for a project, Carnival Traditions from Around the World. And then, of course, they had to have New Orleans there, and he was the person that they chose to display his suits and his, like his history, And so they hired me to do like a mini doc, like a 5-minute documentary on his life and his mission and his vision and everything. So I did that, and it was great. It was wonderful, very well received. And after that, Chief and I also, we always collaborated in any project that he had or everything that he wanted to do. He would ask me, and I told Carlos, man, this is the opportunity. And then I put Carlos, I asked Carlos if he wanted to be the technical director. And he said, yeah, of course. And we put our ideas together, and we put our team together. We activated everybody, we figured out where we're going to put all the cameras. And we did how many cameras, Carlos? 4 or 5?
Four cameras.
Four cameras. And yeah. And it was great, really great. I was surprised. It exceeded my expectations. And I think, I think everybody feels the same way. It was beautiful. It was really exciting and colorful and loud and sad and happy, everything. It's a party. That's one thing about New Orleans or any genuine culture, you know. You can help to feel, you know, the truth, and it comes out, you know, even if you're behind the camera or you're with your headphones recording audio or you are operating the lights or whatever, you feel it because it's true and it's real and it's contagious. They were gonna be touring the world with this show. They had almost everything arranged, and then the pandemic came, and they had to suspend everything, cancel everything, and then Carlos started doing his live streams, and we started talking about the future. I think it was Carlos' idea. He say, why don't we talk to Chief to do a live stream of the show that we did in New Orleans? I said, man, that's a great idea. Do you think we can do that? He said, of course, man. I said, I talked to Chief, and he couldn't be more happy. Can you imagine that, man? He and his wife, this is a family business. They put that thing together with I don't know how many dancers. I think there are like 20 dancers, 10 musicians. It's a big show, big production, you know, out of their money, out of their pocket, you know, and asking for, you know, for money and borrowing money from family members and all that stuff. And then they put all that stuff together, and they're getting ready to tour the world. And this happens, you know. It's almost like Olympic athletes that they were training for 4 years, and then there was a 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games canceled. You know, what do? You know, you go into depression. That's what happens. You know, it's a lot of people still in depression. A lot of artists, you know, performers going through depression right now. And we have to deal with that. We as documentarians or filmmakers, sometimes we're behind the camera and people, you know, don't think and realize, but we get affected by people's emotions. So when we told him, you know, and his wife that we're gonna be doing that, they were really, really excited, really, really excited and happy. They call me every day to express their appreciation for it, you know. And then the rest was to figure it out and rely on Carlos because Carlos is the expert in that kind of things, you know.
Carlos, are you in New Orleans now, getting ready for the show, or are you in Barcelona?
Yeah, I'm living in Barcelona. I'm staying in Barcelona now, but I won't go. But it's not it's possible.
So will you be doing the tech direction? Will you be doing this all remotely?
Yes.
Remotely, yeah.
Yes, all remotely. William and Tungsten Monkey team make a work in New Orleans, and me, I do my work here.
Have you done productions like that before?
No, it's my first time remotely even working, but for my work I travel a lot, but right now, no.
So with the Congo Square show, so this is they're presenting more or less the same show they were going to take on tour around the world.
Yes, the exact same show, yeah.
And you've both done this before, but they're going to be doing it without an audience and with part of the crew in New Orleans and part in Barcelona.
Yes.
Yes.
But the future, for example, I talked to William before. The future for the collaborate, when the Black Magic device, have the new Athens bridge, But I have two. But send one to New Orleans and buy the bridge and communicate, it's possible make a streaming in two places and the same time. And this is the way right now. I think it is the present and the future for minimum for 1 year more because the pandemic impossibility for other way. My first experience make streaming is 28 March 28 28 this year, and make my phone in my studio, well, for playing for change, the first concert for streaming, yes. And then it's interactive, it's the live, and put my 4 key screen for the singing, and write the message in YouTube and answer. You talk with the audience. Yes, interactive. Yes, and for me it's a great experience. It's great. I in this moment say, okay, this is the future, and start learn the streaming, and then go to Blackmagic, no, for Atem Mini Pro, and buy the Atem and start. Yeah, and then the last 7 months, I make a lot of streaming for the concert, theater, in outside, when the protocols and social distance, the football scene, football field for the Germany festival in Hanover, the theater festival. Make this is streaming for this the theater in the field, football field. Amazing, amazing, and very very difficult for the sun, the wind, very very difficult.
The distance, a different focal
The
length.
distance, yes. Yes. All this different. No, not
So
just
we
the
are
same.
always, Steve, always learning. It's a ever learning experience. We're learning as we go, and that's part of the excitement. You have to get new toys, so that keeps us like children with new toys, and working at distance remotely with the internet. There's always a new application. There's always a new interface or something that makes us excited, makes our work easier and more efficient.
My first experience make streaming is 28 March 28 28 this year, and make my phone in my studio, well, for playing for change, the first concert for streaming, yes. And then it's interactive, it's the live, and put my 4 key screen for the singing, and write the message in YouTube and answer. You talk with the audience.
Interactive.
Yes, interactive. Yes, and for me it's a great experience. It's great. I in this moment say, okay, this is the future, and start learn the streaming, and then go to Blackmagic, no, for Atem Mini Pro, and buy the Atem and start. Yeah, and then the last 7 months, I make a lot of streaming for the concert, theater, in outside, when the protocols and social distance, the football scene, football field for the Germany festival in Hanover, the theater festival.
Uh-huh.
um, make this is streaming for this the theater in the field, football field. Amazing, amazing, and very very difficult for the sun, the wind,
The
very very
distance,
difficult.
the distance, a different focal
The
length we have
distance,
to
yes,
use.
yes,
Yeah.
all this different. No, no,
Yeah,
not
so
is
we
the
are
same.
always, Steve, always learning. It's a ever learning experience. We're learning as we go, and that's part of the excitement. You have to get new toys, so that keeps us like children with new toys and working at distance remotely.
You're shooting with maybe all the cameras are the PCC 6K. So right, the pocket cinema camera 6K. So are you shooting all with that camera, or is there other gear?
Yeah, right now that's all we have right now. The 6K, the Black Magic.
Okay.
Carlo was the one who introduced me to it. I was a little resistant. But why? Because I haven't been shooting in. I was been editing a documentary for like the last 5 years. And this was the last year. And obviously all my equipment was old and not updated. And Carlos started updating his stuff, and he got he got more and more stuff, and then it's on the phone talking to me and bragging about everything, and I was like, wow, man, that looks so good. And he showed me the footage. I said, oh, I got to get me one of these cameras, man. I got to get me one. Then I got to the six Black Magic Cinema.
Yeah.
And then I started shooting with this, and I was like, man, this is really beautiful.
Are we seeing you, Carlos, on one of those cameras right now? It doesn't look like you're on a webcam.
No, it's the Black Magic 6K
Black
right now.
Magic,
Yes, yes, yes. It's the great camera. For work with Atem, yeah, you have a control on the camera and the possibility of recording in RAW and after reconnect is amazing, no? It's amazing, the quality and ¿cómo decir? La versatilidad, ¿no?
Yeah, versatility.
Versatility.
The design is great too. I mean, I love the cage too. It's a beautiful piece of engineering, for real.
Yes. Atom is a magnific tool. It's amazing tool. You have all in one. Well, I two, no, but it combined. You using 7 cameras, no?
Yeah.
Right now I have 4 in. Let's see, 3 cameras and the computer for the Zoom. This screen, and and recording all sources in Atem ISO, no? All sources. All sources recorded, and after you edit, no? Have the file, DaVinci file, edit everything, all the cameras, no? It's amazing. It's amazing. Right now I using this is equipment for recorder everything, music, concert, video clip, connecting with cables and recording inside the camera, inside the Atem, and reconnect after. Depend finish what quality you need, no? But the quality in HyperDeck is magnific. For internet is perfect.
You see, Steve? That's why you say, okay, talk about the gear, bro. Talk about the equipment. That he gets so excited. But that's the best thing.
But the equipment is a tool for the real important. Is the message, is the people, is the humanity. It's I'm excited with the tools, with the machines, but is the best for me. Is the experience with the people and the travel and collaborate and everything. No?
And so are you going to do some kind of documentary edit with this after you do the live stream? You know, what do you have planned to do with all the footage?
Yeah, definitely. As we know, we are, storytellers, documentarians. We focus on that, and we anytime we see an opportunity to tell a story, we would. The pandemic itself, of course, is a story. So we try to, keep our eyes open to any details or any way, anything that moves us in that direction. We go and capture it. I hope that nobody sees that this pandemic and this quarantine and all this. I know it's hard for everybody, but at the same time, you have to see the positive sides of everything. And I think for our industry, it's just making the industry better. It's making people realize new ways to approach things and be more efficient and work on distance, work remotely, isolated sometimes, use the tools more efficiently, and be more, considerate about people's space and health and life in general. Be more careful about, how we treat our lives. And I think we're gonna be better we'll get to the other side of this. Maybe 1 year, 2 years, who knows?
I think it's cool that you're able to, capture all the visuals of it. I mean, I've been to New Orleans. I've never been to Mardi Gras, and my introduction to Mardi Gras and the Mardi Gras Indians, and that was, the first Wild Chupatulas album, which is great, but you don't get to see really what it's like.
Right. No. Yeah, that's also in the show, a little bit of that kind of energy, for sure. Towards the end of the show is very powerful. It's not like, I hope that your audience have a chance to connect and to get it. So obviously, Mardi Gras is canceled, right?
Right.
So there's not going to be parades or floats or things like that. But there is going to be some music and some gathering and some traditions on display. And we're going to do our best to bring to the world whatever is happening here in New Orleans in our own style with our own flavor, So we're excited about that. And this Voices of Congo Square show is a prelude, but also is a way for us to train ourselves, to rehearse a little bit, if you will. Put something out there, see how people, react to it, how people embrace it, and learn from it, and keep perfecting it for the future.
Toya Coochie Mad, I the big chief from way downtown.